Hemang, in this entire slew of weakness and crack that we've seen within small caps, anything that's looking interesting to you or anything where you feel the correction is now overdone? Quite a few names there: NBCC, Angel One, PVR.
Yeah, Aisha, I think the cut across the mid cap, small cap, and to some extent even large cap stocks has been quite sharp. And what was surprising is that this has happened despite the global setup being so strong, where the US market we've hardly seen any correction. So this entire underperformance was at the country level, and where it broader market sharply. To my mind, it was due to some extent because of the way the exuberance and the retail participation was coming through. I think when it comes to cherry picking some of the stocks which have corrected, I think some of the defense stocks like BEL, provide a great opportunity. Some of the hotel stocks, Lemon Tree, Indian hotels do provide a great entry point. Healthcare has corrected quite sharply, 20-25%, primarily because of Supreme Court ruling. So Max Health is something that we like. So I think there are a whole host of themes and pockets that one can look at. The only thing is that we will have to do a little bit of due diligence, because if we only decide basis 30-40% correction, but if the stock had already run up quite a lot, and even after the cut it is not cheap, then probably it will not make too much of sense. So do some homework, but it's time to accumulate these names.
Right. And as interesting is the name of some of the mid-cap losers as well. From those March 11 lows, we've seen Paytm, or rather highs. Paytm has fallen 58%. Again, Paytm, Z, both these are special situation names. But a Bandhan Bank has fallen 35%. Devyani is down 31%. IRFC, RVNL, even Vodafone Idea has fallen a good 31% from its March 11 peak. So some interesting names there. And, Hemang, that brings me to the point about PSUs, especially within defense and railways, because I think the first signs of this sell-off within the broader end of the market started with these two sectors, right? Do you now see value emerging here?
Yeah, I think defense is something that we've talked about. I think the opportunity there is far larger. Just to give you a small example, recently there are talks that the F-21, planes, some components are going to be manufactured in India, and we all know how big that opportunity could be worldwide. There are about 4.5, 5,000, F-21 planes. So I think across the different categories, the opportunity is going to be large. We have very one or two players, maybe something like BEL, HAL, and couple of more. So I think this is a core theme that one should surely look at. Railways, I'm not a big fan of that theme. I think it is overhyped. So for the timing, we would surely avoid that at this point of time. But PSU banks, I think they have corrected quite sharply, and the numbers this quarter, Q4, some of the banks will report very solid numbers. So BOB, Canara, State Bank, I think these are the names that we are comfortable buying into.